Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, they are throwing stuff at us. I guess this is now the new cycle. Yeah, Fusion, Titan event, Fusion, Titan event, and other stuff in between, honestly. I don't know how I feel about it because there's a couple of ways you can look at it. There's always something to do, but those things to do are so kind of like long-winded that it feels almost like it feels a bit pressured. And I guess you can play the game however you want to play the game. You could play the game and just do stuff that you enjoy doing. But I know I'm a bit of a completionist, and I don't know. I guess I struggle a bit with the kind of momentum that's going right now. So this has popped out of nowhere. Community Week's Titan event. Lady Mikage as the new kind of like Titan event that's running. You know, we just come off the back of this Fusion. Some people, I think has it completely ended? Mine's ended. Oh, here you go, something else. Forge Pass. Bolster set one as well. Okay, Bolster set, fantastic set. You know, I say this when I was doing the free-to-play challenge. Any of these Forge Passes, honestly, are good, but Bolster set, particularly good. And same with the damage set, the Slayer set. But yeah, this one, particularly good. Potentially, I mean, it's up there as one of the best sets in the game. Reason being, you get this protected shield, so people can't rip it off. But also, the person who's wearing it gets heals as well. It's just so good. This set is really good. I'm not saying you should all go out and spend on it. Do it. Make sure you at least get yourself this kind of like level 50 if you're a free-to-player. If you are a spender, I would say this is one of the best. This one here, sorry, is one of the best like packs you can buy for relatively low money in Raid. I have to say in Raid, and you know the amount of stuff you're going to get out the end of it. Anyway, wasn't expecting that. So yeah, Forge Pass is up. We've got the Lady Mikage event as a Titan event, so it's the same as what we've seen in others. With any legendary or mythical champion, having a 4-star soul is like phenomenal. Now they put 4-star here at milestone 5 rather than milestone 4, which is a huge difference. Honestly, it's a huge difference. Like if it was milestone 4, then I think anyone could get it. And I certainly got the milestone 4 stuff on the free to play, just doing the events that I felt like I was capable of doing. Whereas getting to milestone 5 is way more difficult. It's like it's a lot more going on. I wonder if let's see what we've got in the mix already. I can't see it here. I'm just trying to grab player in play up. This is definitely something you can do nowadays, by the way. Like in player in play in events, you can just see, it's bigger. You can just see some of the stuff that's coming up. So do we see anything yet for the Titan event? Bear in mind, we're on the Wednesday here. Oh yeah, here you go. So you can see the finite tournament is going to be for the Titan event. So is, at least I think this is what these points are. The spider here, the dragon here. Yeah. Arena. It's all stuff that we normally do. There's no unusual things in here. There's a summon rush, which makes it difficult to get all of the points. But you can kind of see where these different events are going to drop. A bit like a Fusion. This is the trouble with it for me. It's a bit like going Fusion in terms of the way we're playing the game. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot to do. It feels like you never get a minute. And yeah, I mean, it just feels pressured. Like even people that just were doing the Fusions, which have always been one a month forever since I played the game, always one a month. And, you know, people are like, damn, ease off on the Fusions. Well, this is like doing 2 a month if you do the Titan events as well. So you've got to choose what you want to do. Okay. And we already know that this champion, Wixwell, is going to be freaking awesome, right? Because we're choosing what he's got. And, you know, if we're looking at the skill set here of this guy, we know his A3 has got this new buff. We know that he's going to have good additional buffs on the A3. We're choosing the A2 now, or at least see it, but currently nearly 60% of people have chosen the defensive skill for the A2, which we know is going to be a big skill. And then we also know that there's a good choice of passives and A1s for this guy. So this is the next Fusion. And a lot of people will want to pick this guy up. Like he's going to be really strong, I think. So you've kind of got this bait of another thing, whilst probably most people should just be saving resources for the next fusion because he's going to be a bit of a beast. The tricky thing here is Lady Mikage, if you could get her 4-star soul, and again, it's basically the equivalent of doing a fusion, I think. If you could get her 4-star soul, then, I mean, that's massive as well, right? I use my Lady Mikage a ton, and I've got a lot of big champions. Yeah, Lady Mikage is, so firstly, she's fusible, which makes her really achievable over time, shall we say. I'm not going to say it's easy to get because you've still got to end up getting, I can't show you, but you still got to get to the point where you've got 2 legendaries and 2 epics, but you can fuse the legendaries out of epics. It's still a long-term grind, right? It's a bit like Razin on turbo mode in terms of either getting lucky or getting these champions over time. But she is a phenomenal champ. And obviously, if you're going to be doing stuff like Cintranos, for example, the higher level of soul you've got, the better she becomes because she's then usable in a lot of different elements where, you know, you're needing people that have got awakenings and stuff like that. So the soul level really helps. Even in terms of, I mean, for her, I'd say I've got Phantom Touch on mine because I use her in my finite team. For her, the 4-star is actually not as big a deal, probably, I think. So 4-star is good. Well, I guess 1-star is great. You get tons of health. Yeah. The offensive stuff's not that big a deal on her because she doesn't really hit that hard. So I wouldn't say it's like insanely required. Any damage dealer, 4-star becomes huge because of the extra crit damage you get. I actually feel like 3-star is probably, I would say, like good enough if you're going for this stuff. Like 3-star gives you an extra 750 defense, which is super good. And it also gives you the better chance of getting Phantom Touch if you're using her in stuff like Finite. But yeah, I don't know. It's come out of nowhere. I don't know how I feel about it because it's just kind of like, damn, you know, there's plenty to do, but it's feeling like it's a little bit overwhelming, honestly, to just be doing all these things back to back, in my opinion. Let me know what you think on that. Like, are you preferring just, there's loads to do, take your pick, or would you rather just kind of have a bit of a, oh, you know what, I wouldn't mind farming Minnow for a week. When's the last time we were able to farm something that we just needed to farm? Anyway, so what's going on here? It's basically saying from today until the 6th of May, this is going to be running. Let's just see what the points are looking like here. So throughout the course of the event, you'll earn up to 700 points first week, 850 second, 450 third. You can earn up to a maximum of 2,000 points, and you need 1,750 to do it all. So somewhere along the lines, if you wanted to get the 4-star soul, you're allowed to miss 250 points. Normally, a bit like with the fusions, honestly. Normally, does it actually tell me how many points there are in these? No. Not that I'm aware of anyway. So normally the summon rush will be a big chunk of the point, and similar to a fusion, you have to do the summoning events in some form to have a chance. Can we see further? No. So yeah, so you know, if you want Wixwell and this, I mean, it's very difficult for a free-to-player to do all of these things. Even if you're a spender, it's just kind of like you've still got to choose your moments, because otherwise it's like, you know, you're just getting milked at that point. Anything else here that's of importance? Not really. So I don't know, guys. I don't know how you feel about it. I'm feeling, you know, I said it maybe because I was running 2 accounts. I was feeling a bit burnt in terms of, you know, gameplay. Coming back to 1 account, obviously that reduces a lot, and you know, and I can get in the mix. And when it's just stuff like, you know, do Finite, do Dragon, like it's easy just to bypass other stuff and do that on the day. Yeah, so that's easy enough. But yeah, I just feel like the rotation of this now, Fusion into Titan, Fusion Titan, like basically 2 things a month where it's just go out and do all these things in the game. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So we do actually have another promo code as well. Let's get this into this video. I'm probably a bit late on this one because they tend to be dropping like when I'm going to bed. Anyway, Claim Now is a new promo code that's out there. It's actually kind of pretty decent, actually. Couple of 100 energy, a couple of 100k silver, some XP boost, and a couple of rare books. I mean, for a newer player, that's kind of useful. as you get further into the game, it's probably less useful. But I will say that you don't really pick up a lot of rare books, you know, down the line. So, yeah, it is what it is. Bear in mind the 200 energy you can claim for up to 6 days. So it might be that you want to hold on to that and, you know, do it a bit further down the line. All the stuff you get as a freebie from picking up Chancellor Adlin's only got a 1 day on it. So I would just suggest grabbing that straight away. But this has got 6 days, so you might just use that over this kind of like Titan event if you want to. Anyway, don't really have much more to say. Let me know what you think down below. And yeah, let me know if this one is one that you're going to be getting involved in. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you soon.